What's up, everybody? I'm Duncan Deep, and I'm bringing you something a little bit different. This is a team analysis for the VGC'15 team that I took to the UK regionals. Now, before anybody gets too excited about seeing my badass team, even though it is a very good team and I like it, I do want to make a change, a very significant change, in fact, because this team let me down at regionals, and I ended up going 3-5, partially due to my inexperience, as you will see in the coming videos, but also partially due to the fact that this particular mon let me down in the most horrific of ways. Just terrible. Terrible, terrible, terrible. Anyway, I went 3-5. I'm sorry, I got blown back. Anybody who follows me on Twitter already knows this because they saw my tweets live and they know already what mon I'm talking about that I hated and really let me down. Anyway, let's get into this. I'm going to start with my Mega Big Mama, the Mega Kangaskhan. I love Mega Kangaskhan. Once again, one of the best Megas in VGC, if not in the game in general, even in Ubers and things in OU. It's a very, very powerful Mega, although it's not really viable in Ubers. I'm going to be honest. I don't use it much in Ubers. And I'm running it, obviously, Adamant, as you can see on the screen. I'm running it max attack, max speed. The reason I run it Adamant is I'm not too bothered about losing speed ties against other Mega Kangaskhans, and it outspeeds most of the stuff other than other Mega Kangaskhans because I'm running Protect. So most Mega Kangaskhans run Fake Out. I don't mind about speed ties that much because I can just Protect and people don't expect it. I'm also running Double Edge because of the extra hitting power, although I'm very tempted to replace it with Return because Double Edge was eating away at my health, and especially on a Protect Mega Kangaskhan, you want to be a little bit more present, you want to be around a bit longer than the standard Fake Out Mega Kangaskhan, which is sort of switching in and out and stuff like that. But because I am around a bit longer, I'm running the old school Mega Kangaskhan with Power Up Punch as opposed to the new one with Low Kick. I know that it doesn't OHKO a Heatran, I am aware, but I do like Power Up Punch just for getting back attack if I get intimidated, or even to get a little bit of a boost when my opponent is expecting a Protect after seeing it. And finally, I'm running Sucker Punch because priority is really important, especially on a Mega Kangaskhan, so I am running that Sucker Punch, and that does work for me. Next up, talking about priority, we're going to go with my Bishop. He rises, and this is my Intimidate Scarer offer. I don't like Intimidate mons, especially with how common Landorus T is, especially with how common Salamence is with the Mega Ments. Having a Defiant mon is great. And, you know, just in case somebody feather dances you because they're a complete idiot who's not very good at VGC, it's great to have a Defiant mon. I do run him Adamant, of course. It's a Bishop. I'm running him Adamant, and I'm running him with a Focus Sash and Protect, because then he can be present for a long time. You can Protect, Focus Sash can save you from a hit, and then you can Protect again if you have to, and you can live a long time, and you're just there, and you're present, and you're a threat, even if you're not attacking. Talking about attacking, though, when he does attack, he hits like a truck, because I'm running 252 HP, 252 speed. He has the Sucker Punch for priority. Double Sucker Punch is really nice, so I like leading Bishop and Kangaskhan, and I've been doing that a lot more recently, as opposed to when I was in this competition, which I really didn't lead with that. I wish I had a couple of times. I'm running Knockoff because Knockoff is great. It's a really good move. It gets rid of their item, and it's super, super strong, especially with Stab. And finally, Iron Head, because who doesn't want that dual Stab coverage and that ability to Iron Head Sylveon into Oblivion, Clefable into Oblivion, Clefairy into Oblivion. Really annoying mons that you deal with nicely. Next up, shout out to my boy Mac Plays with Scrooge McDuck here. Thank you very much for this Ludicolo set. I love it. The own tempo so that you don't get confused by Swaggermons with the Fake Out Schooled Giga Drain and Ice Beam and the Assault Vest. It's a great EV spread as well. It's got 20 speed. I'm not quite sure what that's for, but I'm trusting in Mac. It has 4 special defense. Really doesn't need any more than 4 special defense because of the Assault Vest, boosting that special defense into godly high stats. You know, this thing eats special hits for days. Then it's running 148 special attack with Modest. Obviously, that allows you to OHKO Landorus and Salamence easily, Garchomp easily. It allows you to pick up kills on Rotom with the Giga Drain, 2 hit kills most Rotoms. It's a really, really nice EV spread. 84 defense gives it a little bit more physical bulk. It can take a physical hit. And finally, 252 HP, because obviously it is a mixed ball, even with the Assault Vest. And so 252 HP is really nice to have. And this mon put in so much work for me. I love it. So thank you so much, Mac. And it's definitely staying on my team. Next up, we have my Heatran Zero. This nickname is to get inside my opponent's head. I'm not lying at all when I say this nickname was there because I knew that nicknames would be allowed at this regionals. I knew they wouldn't be locking in teams. I knew that nicknames were allowed, and so I called it Zero so that people would think Scarf. And to support that, timid nature, so it is a speed boosting nature, which means it will outspeed things that normally would outspeed a bulky Heatran. If I hit Heat Wave the first time that Heatran's out, they're going to assume I'm Scarfed, and that could come in really nicely for me. And then the Shucker Berry is there so that I live Earth Powers from other Heatrans, so that I can then take them out with my own Earth Power. I can live Earthquakes from Lando most of the time. I do need to put a little bit more into HP because I found out recently while playing online on BattleSpot that I can be OHKO'd by a very high roll by Landorus. I've got a 90-something% chance of living, but I'm just going to drop a small amount of special attack to give it a little bit more HP so that I do live. At the moment, it's 252 HP. Not 252 HP, 252 special attack, 252 speed, and 4 special defense. But I'm going to pump a little bit of health into the HP so that it will live that Earthquake. Overheat is there to hit like a truck. It also deals with Mega Venusaur, where nothing else on my team really does. Mega Venusaur is a huge threat to my team, but a couple of overheats, even with that thick fat, will kill it. Heat Wave's nice because it's a spread move. It deals with, all kinds of stuff. And then Earth Power is an obvious choice as my final move because it takes out other Heatrans. I think it's a really simple Heatran. It doesn't really need much explanation. Next up, you just saw me flick through my last poke, but I didn't want to talk about that just yet. Next up, we're going to talk about Sweg, the Thunderous. This is another nickname that's to get inside my opponent's head. They see Swag, they're going to assume I have Swagger. They're going to prepare for Swagger, and then I'm not going to have it, so I love that. It is the standard taunt set, and this paired with the Ludicolo really helped me deal with Trick Room teams because I could taunt the Trick Room user. Even if it had a Mental Herb, I would fake it out as well. That would flinch it, and then I could taunt it again the next turn. And it was a little bit of a roundabout way, but Trick Room teams were a pain for me. I also have Thunder Wave because speed control was really important. At this point, I had no speed control on my team, and no speed control in VGC is a really bad plan. It is the standard bulky Citrus Berry Thunderous, though, with 20 speed, just to speed creep things with Thunderbolt and Hidden Power Ice. I am running 252 HP, 132 defense, and it's bold, so that boosts its defense even further. 4 special attack, I'm not sure why, and 100 special defense, and that 20 in speed, as I said, to speed creep other Thunderouses so that I could get that taunt off on the other Thundies. Finally, we're going to go into that poke that we switched through. Now, this poke seemed good on paper. I promise you guys, you see Minimize there, and you probably hate me already, and I tell you, I hate myself, as you can see from the nickname of this Clefairy. I hated myself for bringing it, but Minimize would have come in handy if I'd been able to dodge a single attack. I think I dodged like 1 or 2 attacks in this entire tournament, even at +4, +6. I'm just getting hit by everything. I'm not dodging anything. It was a really bad time. My plan was Minimize, follow me, and just then sweep them with my Kangaskhan. It was a lead. I'd lead with Kangaskhan and this. I'd protect Kangaskhan. They'd focus the Kangaskhan being afraid of it. I'd Minimize, and then I'd follow me, and Clefairy would just be dodging attacks for days. That was the plan. With +6, they have a 16% chance of hitting a 100 accuracy move. It really did seem like the one legitimate Minimize strategy. This isn't Minimize Driftblim with Baton Pass or anything ridiculous like that. It is what seemed like a legitimate Minimize strategy, which other people have used, and people have actually won regionals with Minimize Clefable, with this same set, but Minimize Clefable. But I wanted that Friend Guard. I wanted to use Clefairy. I am running it bold. I'm running just enough EVs that it can guarantee a live against any Bishop's Ironhead and any Heatran's Flash Cannon. So that was the plan. I wanted to run those EVs. It's 160 defense, 96 special defense, 252 HP. Thinking on it, I'm going to change my Clefairy up. I am going to change to the standard set, which is Protect, Moonblast, Follow Me, and Helping Hand. I'm not happy with how this Clefairy performed. I really shouldn't rely on luck, especially with me. With my luck, you guys know me, I really shouldn't have relied on the Luckmon, and it cost me. It was a really nice lead with Kangaskhan, though. As I said, that was my main lead. That was the core of this team. But unfortunately, this Clefairy let me down, and you will see in the videos that are coming out this week. I do want to reiterate, by the way, guys, those videos will by no means be replacing free-for-alls this week. They are on top of, not instead of. So don't worry, and I will see you this week with these battles and free-for-alls. Enjoy.